Was that fun?
Yeah.
That was fun.
What a night. After a phenomenal start to the NBA season, great game between the Rockets and the Thunder, it was our time. The New York Knicks versus the Cavaliers, two of the top teams predicted in the Eastern Conference. The Cavaliers were number one last year. Cavaliers beat the Knicks all 4 times in the regular season, so this one was going to be a lot of fun, and it was. But the drama beforehand was hilarious. We gotta talk about it. It doesn't matter now, but we still gotta talk about the drama and why things happened the way that they happened. How did everybody look in Mike Brown's new system? My takeaways from this victory, but the New York Knicks starting off the season 1-0. A lot to talk about. Let's get right into it. Run the intro. What's going on, CK Cruise Boy CK2K, and welcome back to another video. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. Don't forget to like this video. And I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I'm tired. Your boy worked double duty. We was on play-by-play, we was on the post game, and now we are here making sure this video is live for our Thursday upload. So salute to all you guys for the love and support on Knicks Fan TV, as well as right here on the channel. But more importantly, love to all my Knicks fans out there watching, as we saw a phenomenon that is beyond words at this point. We watched seasons of only seeing 7 to sometimes 9 players playing for the New York Knicks at one time. We watched 11. We watched OG Anunoby play the center position. We saw Tyler Kolek, who had a rough off-season, preseason, summer league, whatever you want to call it, go out there and look like a guy that myself and a lot of other Knicks fans really wanted to see. So much to be excited about, so much to be happy about the New York Knicks victory over the Cleveland Cavaliers. Now, we got to start from the top because there were injuries that plagued this game from both sides. Now, we knew the Cleveland Cavaliers would be without Darius Garland, as well as DeAndre Hunter, Max Strus, so they missed 3 key components. So obviously this win doesn't matter because they miss me with that because the New York Knicks were missing their key player in Mitchell Robinson, and though Karl-Anthony Towns ended up suiting up, he was playing, admittedly so, we're going to talk about it in a bit, he was playing on a hurt quad in game 1 of an 82 game season. We're also missing our supposed possible 6th man in Josh Hart, who was dealing with back spasms in a short way to say it. So we had our share of injuries as well, and you know what, got the job done.
No excuses.
I love how the excuse works for other teams. When the Knicks are hurt, it's LOL Knicks, so miss me with that. Cleveland Cavaliers, they played a good game. Donovan Mitchell is still a monster. Donovan Mitchell in that third quarter went absolutely absurd, almost single-handedly got them back in that game. I mean, he did, to the point where they took a lead back. The New York Knicks survived that. Also, shout out to Mikal Bridges for taking accountability for that run, because Mikal did a great job defensively this entire game. Third quarter, though, he took accountability to Donovan Mitchell having that comeback.
Another third quarter was a let up. I blame myself, just getting Donovan going. In the and one, right to start the half, and I think after that, he got it going. And a guy like him, you can't let him get going, because he don't see you for the rest of the day. He's gonna make crazy shots, don't matter. That's how talented he is. But I think collectively we just helped each other out, helped guard the ball. Like I said, just a lot of shifts, and found our game plan.
But outside of that, it really was a game, which is so odd for me to say. It was a game where the New York Knicks never felt like they weren't in the driver's seat. And it's really nice. Even when we lost the lead and we were trailing by 1 point, it still sort of felt like we were okay. The Knicks feel like a team that's in the position they're at. You know what I mean? The imposter syndrome is not as much there, for me at least, with the New York Knicks. And I say imposter syndrome because even though we played really well last year, there were so many things that went the ways that they shouldn't have gone, but somehow we figured it out. This time we are a team with a well-structured team. We have a solid 1 and 2 punch. We're deep. We have a coach that, wants to play the guys. Well, all kinds of things are going right for the New York Knicks, and it actually panned out in a basketball game, which was really cool to see. Wingstop looked great in this game. We saw both of them combined for 6 steals, 3 blocks between Mikal Bridges and OG Anunoby. Mikal Bridges got the party started, and I feel like we went away from him a little bit because he was hot in that first half and only ended with 16 points. It felt like this could have been a 20-point night for him, but it doesn't matter because while he was hot, OG Anunoby was just as hot, but kept it going throughout the entirety of the game. OG Anunoby, monster double-double of 24 points and 14 rebounds. Looked great. Like I mentioned, 3 steals, 2 blocks. OG looked like a monster out there, and OG Anunoby said this.
I know it might have been difficult at first when you guys were still trying to learn some of Mike's offensive philosophies, but now that it's starting to set in, just do you see how that can kind of open things up for you and the entire team?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I think as the game will tell you what to do. Like each game will be different, but as we get more and more comfortable, we'll get better and better.
But it felt like the big key for everybody as Knicks fans, as well as the players involved, everyone was really echoing the sentiment of playing 11 players. People, the New York Knicks rocked with 11 players by halftime. I couldn't tell you last time that happened. And the beauty of it is, it wasn't a gimmick. It wasn't novelty. It wasn't for kicks and giggles. They all produced in that time. Huck Porty, who started for Mitchell Robinson, looked so good to begin the game. I felt like he gave us some great minutes where it's almost like when we're healthy, we still need to somehow, some way find minutes for him in the rotation. Tyler Kolek, as I said at the top, had a rough go in the summer league, rough go in the preseason. Malcolm Brogdon retires, and people were wondering if we're gonna have to upgrade and go get Spencer Dinwiddie or some, myself included. And Tyler Kolek, in his first game with some serious minutes, showed out. This is the best basketball he's played in recent months, and he did it at the right time against arguably, if not us, the best team in the Eastern Conference. So those conversations are out the window. Now, mind you, in our new Knicks, and Yabusele and Clarkson is still more to be seen. That's the nice way to put it. Jordan Clarkson looked like he was still trying to figure it out. Yabusele looked like he was all right. Trey Jemison almost gave me some better minutes than Yabusele, in my opinion, in this first game, but it's game one. I'm not going to hold anybody too critically to how they showed up in their first game as a Knick. Who am I missing, though? Landry Shamet looked good. He ended up rounding out the roster. People were thinking he might not have made the roster. Well, he showed you why he should have. He was shooting really well and also putting some good effort defensively, which I was a really big fan of. I've been a Landry Shamet fan. You guys know this, so I'm happy they made the roster and put in some good effort. Oh, man, how am I forgetting Deuce McBride? Deuce McBride. Let's take a second on Deuce.
That boy is good.
Deuce did a great job down the stretch, taking on the challenge of Donovan Mitchell. Now, Mikal Bridges still had some stints guarding Donovan Mitchell down the stretch, but Deuce McBride definitely was a great safety, if you will, to help out with blitzing him, and you saw Donovan Mitchell slow down throughout the end of the game. But more importantly, Deuce in his time with the New York Knicks has averaged around 9 and 7 points in his first few seasons, and my challenge to him is I want to see him be that sixth man for this team. I want to see him take that step, be a double-digit scorer per game. 13 is the number I have for Deuce, and tonight he started off with 15. Also feel like, every shot that he shot was with a purpose. We talked about it in post-game. He just had a good outing overall, defensively as well offensively, and I'm really hoping that this is who Deuce McBride is going to be for this season. Obviously, there might be some lows. I get that. But for the most part, for this team to be that next level, we need this version of Deuce off of the bench. So love what Deuce McBride had to show.
No, that's who I am as a player, honestly. On both sides, I'm always thinking defense first and offense second. Getting stops is what I do. And then on the other side of the floor, making shots, getting in the paint, kicking out, things like that.
Yeah, I think the best thing about him is when he wasn't playing that much, he was still in the gym every day. He was doing everything he had to do. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, once a trade happened, he got an extension and he started playing. It was like he fit right in because he was ready. He was working. He was ready. So that's a testament to him and what he's been about since I've seen him. He's a hard worker and he's always gonna be ready when his number's called. And if it's an off night, he comes back better the next night. That's just who he is.
Now, we talked about the depth of the team and what their impacts were, and we've heard, like I mentioned, everybody talking about the depth. But let's talk about the head of the snake. Now, what's crazy is with all that positive of all the depth that played, it's crazy to think that our main guys in Karl Anthony Towns and Jalen Brunson, they didn't even play that great. Jalen Brunson, mind you, still had his 23 points. He shot amazingly from the free throw line, but from the field, it was a lot of meh. Outside of his first shot of the game, wide open corner three, Jalen Brunson had a hard time finding his offense tonight, which, funny enough, we didn't need it because everyone else chipped in and did what they had to do. Karl Anthony Towns, the same thing, but Towns gets a little bit of pass for me. He had 19 points, 11 rebounds. Towns still managed to get a good scoring amount and rebounding amount, but he gets a pass from him. This dude was playing with an injured quad. Do you understand how uncomfortable that is, playing with a quad injury? That's the reason why he was doubtful, then questionable, then probable, then questionable, and then eventually played all in one day. Karl-Anthony Towns talked about the playing with the injury and how it was bothering him. Here's Karl-Anthony Towns.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I've been banged up and haven't really got a chance to practice or play in those last 2 preseason games. But you know, I don't want to disappoint the fans. You know, dealing with a grade 2 quad strain, you know, it's not something that's easy to deal with. But you know, we made it happen tonight. I'm glad the fans respected. You know, the effort I put into play tonight, and my teammates really did too. So shout out to them, you know, supporting me and understanding the situation I was in.
How did you feel physically while you were out there?
Oh, it was hurt. For sure.
So yeah, man, I'm gonna give him a pass, and JB, I'm gonna give him a pass too. Like I said, even though the shot wasn't going from the field, he still did a great job at getting us buckets and getting to the free throw line at timely moments. So JB, the shot is gonna fall, the shot's gonna come. We can't talk about the new offense with him because he did get in his spots, and I'm going to take JB making open shots, open threes, open. He's going to make those more times than none. It was just an off game. We're going to see how he turns around against Boston. But let me know your thoughts about this game. Beyond hyped about what we're seeing from this team. And before I let you guys go, I want to end with this. You know, I know a lot of people are going to have Tom Thibodeau things to say, and as you should, because good riddance.
Well, damn.
But for the most part, just the fact that we're finally seeing something that all Knicks fans have been wanting to see for so long, and that is just using the depth. We've always believed that front office, the GMs, these guys, shout out to Leon Rose and those boys, they have put together a great few years of drafting, starting from Mitchell Robinson all the way down to even Tyler Kolek, shoot, even further than that to Diawara, who didn't even get to play, but is a great player that is incubating and ready to go. There's been a firm belief in Knicks fans that we have the right talent that just never got a shot in the most recent years. Even with some of our off-season pickups, those guys tend to not get too much of an opportunity. And in one night, we saw Mike Brown get funky with the lineup and win the game by playing 11 deep. Now, mind you, yes, he's not going to do this all year long, maybe for the beginning half of the season with these injuries and guys in and out of the rotation. But for the most part, this is what you do in a regular season. Today is not June. Today is not May. Today is not the playoff time. This is the time you utilize your roster, you utilize players, and you're developing guys at the far end of the bench, the Huck Porties, the Diawaras, the Koleks, those guys that are getting some burn, getting real-time minutes. But you're also learning rotations, learning who works together. Nowhere on my bingo card did I have Landry Shamet, Tyler Kolek, and Deuce McBride on the team at the same time. Oh, also nowhere on my bingo card did I have OG Anunoby playing the 5. And again, we're not doing this against the Wizards. We're not doing this against a low-level team. We did this against the team that's supposed to be ahead of us in the power rankings. We did this against a formidable opponent. This is what these moments, these times are about. Learning each other, learning the team, learning how this thing is supposed to work. It's not going to be the final product here in October. And I got so much respect for Mike Brown to, balls to the wall, get crazy with these rotations. He's echoed it 1,000 times that these guys are not going to be playing their solidified positions. St. Karl-Anthony Towns, he's going to use them all over the floor. Obviously, yesterday was a different circumstance because of the injury, but you're seeing it. OG playing the 5 and all these different combinations, man. Mikal Bridges was more of a point guard than a wing on the offensive end. Those are the kind of things that I'm really excited for with this season. It's refreshing as a Knicks fan because we never get to see, if ever, we get to see our team play modern basketball. We're playing basketball like how it should be played in 2025 with speed, with depth, different kind of combinations. Sometimes your 5 is going to be a big guy. Sometimes your 5 is going to be small. Whatever works to the flow of the game. It's just so refreshing. And again, it's only one game in and I'm saying all this, and I'm sure there's going to be some Debbie Downers that are going to be killing me in the comments like, yo, CK, chill out. But it just seeing this game and the way we won against who it was that we beat, it's a great feeling, and I hope that it just keeps on going. Obviously, there's going to be some lows where we might not be able to survive some of these games where our top guys don't play, but right now against the Cavaliers in the opener, I couldn't be more proud, more pleased with what this team could look like. This might be the year, man, but let's see. all 82, 81 more to go, one game in the books. But let me know your thoughts about everything, man. It was a phenomenal opening. We have the Celtics tomorrow, obviously a little bit more beat up. They just came off of a loss against the Philadelphia 76ers. These are not the Celtics of last year, obviously with Tatum out, but even further than that, you know, they're missing Drew Holiday, bro. It's a different Celtics team. But again, all that is out the window the minute the Celtics and the Knicks see each other. Injuries aside, missing players aside, I expect it to be a dogfight, but I do expect our Knicks to get the dub. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, hit the notification bell. Don't forget to like this video, and I will see you guys tomorrow for the play-by-play and post-game over on Knicks Fan TV. But make sure you subscribe right here, man. Appreciate you guys, man. I'm out of here, man. I'm gonna see you guys in the comments. Peace. Let's go, Knicks. I need a damn lozenge.